Tell them.
I didn't even mean to press that. But it's fine.
Tell them. Tell them God clap.
Really cool gents, baby.
Whew. Lord. Listen. Y'all better chill the fuck out.
Oh my God,
Yo,
yo, you are scarred. I apologize.
Yeah, you know what? I had a bye week last week since you wasn't here, so I felt good. Now I had to prepare myself.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Hey guys, just to let you guys know that the adventures of the Jamaican freaking fact are back. So you know what I'm saying? Over here, unfortunately.
That like cook crack.
Yeah, exactly. Shit's crazy. Welcome. Nigga. Pause. Why the fuck? Anyways.
Nigga slurping whiskey.
Yeah.
What's going on?
On the mic and shit. Hey, yo. All right. Anyways. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Really Cool Gents podcast. What is it? Episode 14?
Yeah.
We're 14 now?
Why was I going to say 12?
Because you haven't been here for a month.
Damn,
a month?
No, like a week.
Okay.
Yeah. 13 it was 13 last time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, now welcome everybody to another edition of episode 14 of the Really Cool Gents podcast. I'm your host, Marvel Bishop, with some cool guys, man, up in the house. Trey's here, Dramatic's here, Ricky's here, Jordan's here, Rich Nigga Gang is over here as well.
Balenciaga, gang.
Shit's crazy, dog.
everybody ain't able.
Yeah, talking about abundance to another level,
Right? I strive for that level of abundance. Or abundance-ness. Anyways.
It's just crazy, man. Happy belated.
Oh, thank
Mr.
you.
Dramatic. Welcome back.
Happy birthday, Dramatic.
Yeah. You skipped town for a little bit, so how was that?
Shout out to my nigga Ricky for holding it down.
Yes.
Mr. Ricky Ricardo.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
That was a dope episode last week.
Yeah. We went from light skin to dark skin, now we back to light skin. So it's all good.
Back to where we're supposed to be. No offense.
Wow.
Oh my God. Are we supposed to say that? Yeah, man. How's everybody feeling?
I'm good. Well, if you follow my Instagram, you know I went to LA for my birthday. And that shit was dope. It was my first time in LA. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
No, everybody's going to LA except for me. I need to go there.
It's dope as
been?
fuck.
I've never been to California.
Yo.
I'll tell you one thing, though.
Yeah.
One, it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
I think the state tax is like 10% or some shit. And two,
State and federal, right? Federal is like what, 22?
maybe.
In
Yeah.
Cali?
I think probably more. Probably 30.
Ain't the federal the same in every state? No. Tripping?
Well, listen. When it
Sorry,
comes,
I know the retail tax is 10%.
so listen. I mean,
Retail tax is 10%.
It's funny because we're talking about taxes like a little bit later. But like, I thought that in every blue state is like literally half of your dollar, like half or 60 cents of your dollar. Like you just need to put it towards taxes. Like in New York,
That
State
shit
tax.
sounds about right,
State
yeah.
tax.
state tax. Yeah. So okay. So now we have federal on top of that, which is what? So that's 62%.
Yeah. If the math is correct.
If the math is correct.
Yo, what?
It's
That's
a lot.
bananas,
But you get paid a lot more.
Yeah, it
Compared to-
balances
yeah,
out,
I got
quote
you.
unquote, because somebody will be a bank teller in Manhattan making 24-hour, but their rent is $2,400 a month. So it kind of balances out. But one, Cali's hella expensive. My homies warned me, and I still wasn't ready. And two, the parking is ass. It's fucking terrible. You have to sit and read sentences and paragraphs just to make sure you can or can't park somewhere, dog. It's hell.
Nigga Ron is like, yeah, you goddamn right.
Dog, it's hell. I'm like, nah, if I ever move here.
And the traffic, right?
No, like parking in residential.
No, but the traffic is horrible too.
Yeah. Like, traffic will turn a 15-minute drive to a 40-minute drive like that.
Jesus. Yeah.
Crazy. Like, my hotel was like, without traffic, 20 minutes from LA. And when we would leave during traffic, it took us 40 minutes to get into downtown.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, that shit is crazy. But nonetheless, you know, shout out to I Seen Black. He's out there in Cali. He showed me
Shout
a
out
good
to
time.
him, man.
Yeah, but no.
How's he doing?
No, he's doing great. He's doing great.
Yeah, good.
He's coming fully into his Rastafarianism.
Good, man.
He bearded up,
Word.
got the wicks. Yeah. That boy's very enlightened.
Yeah, that's the host from the last pod that, you know, he jumped ship and he joined ours. You know what I'm saying? Because we're just cooler. See what I did there? See what I did there?
Not even
I'm
gonna
not staying out of that one.
I'm
That's
joking.
how rumors get started.
I'm joking.
I
I'll
love it.
fuck with TPSG all goddamn day.
Shout out.
Trey, what's up?
I feel fucking great, guys. It's good to be back.
That's what's up.
for another week. We still
go.
surviving. It's real cool to be a part of this movement. And then meanwhile, the world is still turning, and we just got to come back and touch base every single week, and that's dope.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting because this month is actually Suicide Prevention Month. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah. So
Seen a lot of tweets and posts.
and
stuff about
we
And he's back.
are
It's
back,
official.
ladies and gentlemen.
It's official.
Hey! Number.
Thank you. We're back to the topic at hand.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
some things just never change. But yeah, man. Just shout out to anybody who is going through something or that is about to go through something or has gone through something, as far as feeling that they're alone and that they're helpless. Yeah, man, we're as three people who are big advocates of mental health and just making sure that your mental is great, man, or just intact. Just remember, you always are. You're never alone. You're never ever alone, even if you definitely feel like that. So
Absolutely.
And
if you need somebody to talk to, hit me up because
Yeah.
Hit any one of us
I know
up.
how that
nah,
feels.
for real. Yeah.
Sometimes all you need is an ear, and I'll be that ear for you.
Yeah, definitely. And that was actually something with the last iteration of the pod that I definitely really appreciated because there was actually a few cases last time that people was actually reaching out to me individually about hey, listen, really appreciate what you guys do as far as podding and just being consistent because you guys bring that breath that fresh of
That breath of fresh air.
Thank you, dramatic. This is the reason why I got dramatic. God damn it.
Tell them God clap.
What he
A
said.
little thesaurus.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's just wonderful to be able to have that to be able to be that support for other people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know why the fuck I wore this long ass fucking t-shirt, this long sleeve. I might change in the middle, just to let you know. So
On camera?
no, not on my nigga. Whoa.
What kind of pod did this
No,
turn
there's
into?
only one freaky nigga in this fucking in this podcast, which is
Who
this
is that?
nigga. It is him.
He just labeled
Wait, what?
How did I become?
So you forgot the last iteration of the pod? Who we were talking about? You want me to call? I can
What-
call her right
what
now.
happened, what happened
Oh,
on,
wow.
what
I
happened
can
on the
call
last
right
iteration?
now,
What
dog.
happened on the last
Nigga got
iteration?
receipts.
Duh,
What happened?
duh. You,
I said what everyone else was thinking.
which is true.
All right, so I'm the freaky nigga.
Yeah, you are the freaking nigga. You are the freak nigga. Out of all three of us, you would be the freak nigga.
Nah, man. I'm
Yes, Trey.
I'm just the nigga whisperer, I guess.
So you would be the one that's been whispering to
Whatever.
niggas. Pause.
Whatever. Pause.
Whoa.
Ultra
Tell them
pause.
God clap.
Hey, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised you don't have a pause button over there, honestly.
Nah, that's too trivial. I won't do that.
Okay.
You should though.
Huh?
You should.
Who should it be then? I think
Dame
you're-
Dash.
huh?
Dame Dash.
Oh yeah. How did you do
Pause.
it? No, he
He just-
No. Wait. Let me see if I can get it right. Hold on. Pause.
Yeah. Look. Pause. That
Well,
thick ass New York accent.
All right.
Oh, before we continue, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Earlier today, found out one of my favorite comedians passed away.
Oh yes.
Norm
yes.
Macdonald.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to him. Definitely top 10. If you've never heard of Norm Macdonald, you love dry humor, deadpan humor, controversial humor, give him a listen. Probably the best Saturday Night Live member ever. Probably my favorite.
How old was he?
61.
Young.
61. Oh,
Young
okay,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Norm.
Yeah. Damn.
What happened? How'd he go?
He had a private battle with cancer. Yeah. And similar to Chadwick Boseman, you didn't find out until they passed.
Yeah.
That's how it should be anyway. You don't need to be in people's lives like that. But yeah, R.I.P. Norm.
Would you guys
Macdonald.
want to know that you had cancer? Like terminal
Would
cancer?
I wanna know?
No, personally, yeah.
Of course.
Terminal cancer though, you would know that you would go like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shit.
I don't think so. Not me. Like
I mean, if it's terminal and I know it's coming, I don't know. I feel like my religion has got me ready for death. Has prepared me for death
these
because
past 2 years has gotten ready
Honestly.
ready me for death.
honestly,
Honestly, tell you the truth.
Death got me ready for death.
Well,
That's
I've had
different vibe, though.
5 near-death experiences too, so I would imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, if I know it's term, and then on top of that, I'd get to do things, at my own pace, like speaking to people and doing whatever. But yeah, I would want to know terminal or not, personally.
See, I would want to know, but like, there's a little caveat for me because I don't really believe that anything's terminal. So like, I would want to know so I could turn things around.
Got you.
Because there's things that you can do about it, and terminal illness, it manifests somewhere from something, and you have to identify that, and then you can make a shift in your life, and you'll see your after you change your inner life, your outer life is soon to follow. And I'm not even trying to go super spiritual, super deep on y'all, but that's really how this stuff works.
Please do.
I mean, okay, so we've never ever cured a terminal condition, ever. All the money that we spend, all the education, all the years in school, all the expensive equipment, all these innovations, we've never cured a single chronic condition.
Is it that we never found a cure, or is it we never found a cure, or we never revealed it?
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion.
We never found the cure because the cure has been right in front of our faces the entire time.
Yeah, which is Mother Earth.
Which is us.
Mm-hmm. Which is a play of and parallel of Mother Earth.
No, it's not.
How does that? What are you talking about?
So when I say stuff like you have to change your inner life, like you have to change the way that you're intaking like this whole life experience. And if you're interpreting what you're experiencing in like a negative way, or if there's like unresolved issues, like all of this stuff manifests in the way your nervous system operates. And
okay, I see what you did.
And your nervous system has an impact, a huge impact on what's called your epigenetic code. And these are the genes that switch on and off over the course of your life. Prime example of an epigenetic reflex, you could take a short-haired cat in the summertime, all of a sudden it's a long-haired cat in the wintertime. Where does that come from? It's the same species, same DNA. Well, you turned on the gene for the winter. So we have tons of genes that turn on and off over the course of our lives. And it's supposed to happen in a coherent fashion when you're living a healthy lifestyle. And when you're not, these genes can sort of go a little bit haywire because you yourself are out of control. And when you start to get like a permanent malfunction, that is going to manifest in some type of chronic condition.
Which is directly correlated to stress.
It is stress.
Okay, so we're talking about stress and stressors and stress factors and all that.
Yeah, and not stress like, oh man, I'm so over this job. Not like stress like that, like medical stress.
Yeah, I got you.
Which is like
diagnosed.
Which is like an incoherent signaling that's going on in your nervous system. And depending on what part of your nervous system is affected by that, that's gonna determine what type of outcomes you have. Because you can have two twins have the exact same genetic makeup, live their lives in the exact same way. One lives until they're 50, the other one lives until they're 80. Because there's little small things that they do differently.
As far as like how they react towards certain like
the lifestyle
reactors.
and
Stimuli, like how they react to certain stimuluses.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wow, thank you, Dr. Trey.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not.
Dr. Trey.
That's funny. So I'm not. I just like recently got into this stuff during.
Recently became a doctor.
No, he recently became.
Low key.
The fuck?
I got my COVID degree in medicine. So when we was home chilling for all them weeks,
University.
YouTube, like I fell down quite a few rabbit holes, and there's some really valuable stuff in there, and you'll find something that is coherent. It's not woo, like they'll break it down to you on a scientific academic level, and it's completely plausible. It makes sense, and it lines up with everything that we've known and everything that has been said and everything that we've witnessed over the course of human history. So you're not going to find a cure for a chronic condition outside of yourself because the trigger was not outside of yourself. They're not, like, if you're looking for a cure somewhere else, like, you're never going to find it. And that's why this is such a winning industry for them. It's the people that look within themselves. Like, they're the ones that make the changes. The problem is there's no money in it. So,
There's
so
no
we
money.
don't hear about it.
There's no money in cures.
Not in comparison to Money and Treatment. And
It's not even close, actually.
exactly. It's an astronomical difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $1,000 to $1 billion.
Yeah. Because you cure, you never have to see him again.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, enough with depressing shit.
The American medical industry is fucked, bro.
Oh, you got
yeah, big pharma, bro.
You
Pharma.
gotta tell me twice. I
Pharma.
got
I ain't trying to get
relatives
clapped. I ain't trying to get clapped. So I mean, let's just movie on. You know what I'm saying? Let's just stop that right here. So, dramatic, quick sports take. Go.
well, it's the first week of the NFL season.
The funny part is this is not gonna be quick at all.
Well,
it's a lot.
No. Well, summer is the first week in NFL season. Football's back. Thank you. Although, some years ago, y'all niggas said y'all was protesting because of Kaepernick, but y'all watching now, and he's still not on the team. And I'm talking to myself, too, because football's addicting. But anyway, me being a Cowboys fan, I didn't have the best first week. You know, there was a crazy game against the Buccaneers, but the best game of the week was yesterday. The Ravens and the Raiders.
That was crazy.
That might be the game of the year so far, but
Yeah.
I'm just glad football's back and college football.
Yeah, more so college football for me.
UM fan?
No, USC.
US.
Fight on, baby.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they had a sign. So
Yeah.
okay.
So much you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
UM? Why the fuck would I want UM? I ain't from here.
Wow.
I think that's my.
You're not from here either. So what are you talking about?
I mean, I appreciate Miami for what
Okay,
it's done
that's
for
fine.
me.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
Except the Dolphins.
Yo, the Dolphins actually might win the division,
I mean, yeah.
or at least get like a wild card. Maybe it'll probably be.
No, I think they can win the division. I think
they're not beating the
can.
Bills. I don't think they're going to beat the Bills.
No, Josh Allen. Put the camera on me.
Here we go.
Josh Allen
I have missed
is
dramatic so much.
A fraud. I'm gonna tell you right now. That racist 6'5" cracker's a fraud.
Wait. Hold up, man. We trying to get certain sponsors up in this bitch.
I know.
Like,
you can bleep it out, but I hate Josh Allen so much. He's
wait,
a fraud,
he's a racist?
You didn't hear that shit about they found some old tweets before his draft?
Okay, how about this?
Yeah. But I'm sure he's not racist.
We found
I'm just
some
hating.
Cist guys.
we found some old tweets about Patrick Mahomes as well too. Him cooning it up, talking about, oh yeah, Trayvon Martin, he should have never resisted.
He said that?
Oh, you forgot about that? Oh, you never seen that? Pull it. Can y'all pull that up, please? The
Damn.
old tweet of
hate it had to be
Patrick
him.
Mahomes talking about Trayvon Martin, please.
I think I
It was
I've
like
seen it
2000.
before.
When did Trayvon Martin die? Rest in peace, by the way, to Trayvon Martin.
I want to say 2000 and
No, not
14.
No,
13, 14.
12. Okay,
yeah, I want to say around that time. Yeah.
I believe he was still in Texas A&M when he said it. Real quick.
Trayvon Martin died 2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
The case got
Damn,
big
he
in
died
13.
3 weeks after his birthday.
Yeah. No, it's just wild.
Crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna straight up say Josh Allen is a racist, but you know they found racist tweets or whatever. And I have a specific homeboy who's a Bills fan, the only
Yeah.
Bills fan that I know. So
Yo, man, 60K followers looking really good over there, boy. Let me tell you that much.
who?
No, nothing. Stay focused, guys. Stay focused. I'm sorry. Are you on the way? Yeah, so I mean, it's not really that important, but like, yeah, so yeah. So in an earlier tweet, he wrote, "Stop resisting or assaulting a cop," where we damn know what happened in that situation.
Damn.
So
Damn.
I actually lost a friendship because of that conversation, because of that. But anyways,
Damn.
it is what it is. Anything else? NBA is coming back in about 2 weeks. Don't worry, Trey. We're gonna be out of here. In
Oh yeah, go Heat.
Go Heat.
You see my 305?
Yeah,
from there? Go
yeah.
Heat.
Yeah, they're gonna be 3 and 5.
No faith?
Oh, I was looking for the people laughing.
That's fine. Fuck you.
Shut the fuck up, Craig.
Like
Fuck
the
up,
Lakers
Craig.
built a team that would kill in 2014, though.
I have the Lakers. I have the Lakers going to the finals.
What?
Yeah, of course. They have no choice. They have no choice other than to do that.
choice?
No, they're old as fuck.
Oh, so.
Bro,
you
they
think,
got the.
You think the power of I want to
wisdom.
get? You think the power of I want to get Westbrook and Carmelo a ring is gonna
Nah, not
help
even
them win?
Not even that.
These young niggas hungry out here. They don't give a damn about that.
Bro, they have so much wisdom. I don't see them like other than like age and nutrition and like injuries, of course.
That is a major factor.
Major factor, but they're fucking loaded, bro. Like,
Yeah, they're loaded for a team in 2013. Melo, Westbrook. If you show me this team in
so they're
2013,
not going
y'all
anywhere.
winning 7
They're not
straight
going anywhere?
finals.
They're not going anywhere.
They're not going to the finals.
They're
Hell
going to the
no.
They're going to the finals against
No.
against the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to win. Are gonna go to the finals again.
No, I don't think they have the repeat in them. Last year was a very energy filled, passionate, and we got to do it for the city type season.
Yeah.
That's why they pulled it out. Congrats to the Bucks. I love Giannis, but they're not repeating. I don't think they have that repeat in them. I don't think so.
I don't know about the Nets because with the Nets, they let's see. Hopefully they won't get injured. Yeah, they get. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's the
no,
biggest
that's
thing.
fair.
the
That's
biggest
fair.
thing.
That's
the
fair. They
biggest
lost
thing.
Harden as much as I don't like Harden too much, but
Yeah.
he would have made a difference. I won't
Yeah,
lie.
but
He
we'll
would have
see.
made a
We'll
difference.
see what happens. But anyways, oh man. All right. So don't even know how to fucking to get into this.
Question:
Go ahead.
Do we care if like people are still cis? Like that don't really faze me no more.
If people are still what?
Cysts.
Yeah.
What is that? What is the definition of that again?
Oh, that's the thing that we're not gonna say because we're not trying to get canceled.
No, let's go ahead. I've said things way worse than that. So it's
No, he's talking about cism,
cism. Oh, like
the cism. This is
the most popular cism.
Can you
fuck
look
it.
it up?
We already got
No, he's talking
canceled.
about racism.
We already got canceled.
Oh,
because
oh.
y'all been dropping the R word.
racist.
Racist, yes.
Racist people.
Yes.
So what about that? What about that?
Do you still care when people are like characterized that way? Because like I feel like if you scroll through anybody's history, you're gonna find like some type of tweet
Yeah, you can find one for me last month.
So
that's going to immortalize a racist moment.
So do we put them in that category that once a racist, always a racist?
I mean, you'd have to do some incredible shit for me to not think you're racist. If I already think that about you, you'd have to do something incredible for me not to think that about you.
Because isn't this the land of second opportunity?
It is, but,
Okay, but
there's exceptions. Not that I agree with them. You know, it's like unwritten rules and shit, but
What are the rules?
apparently if you are racist, then you're racist forever. You know, because...
And I don't ascribe to that.
So, okay.
And even if I did, I wouldn't feel like that's like a
If I
You
know,
feel like it's fair?
if I know you're a cis person, if I know that, or a, the reason why I don't want to say cis because then you go like cisgendered, like, or is that the same? Shit?
Yeah. Say
No.
cis.
No,
Cyst.
yeah.
Pronounce the T.
Cyst. Okay,
There
so
you go.
I think it's a fine line between that and like if you know a person has said like the N word like with the hard ER at the end. Like I think me knowing that is way less forgivable than you being me knowing that you're a cyst person. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's the action behind that besides I guess the mentality.
Okay.
Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like if I know for sure that a person has said the hard ER, I'm probably never ever going to speak to you ever again.
That's fair. But what if they say I'm changed? I don't say any words anymore. That's what Trey's trying to get at. Like, do we forgive them? Because we've forgiven people for murders and worse things than like, you know, simple cism.
I'm not even taking it all the way there to forgiveness. I'm just like, at this point, I'm almost expecting everybody to be a little bit racist.
Everybody is.
And I just haven't seen the tweet yet. Or
I fully agree with that. Like, everyone in this room has a thought or ideal or something that they follow that is a bit cist.
not in this room. Not in this
black
room.
people.
Other
not black
rooms.
people. Because you can't be you can't be racist if you're black.
Why not?
Because you can't the oppressed.
So we can't be systematically racist. You can still be racist because
The oppressed
by
can-
definition,
The oppressed cannot be the oppressor.
No, I'm saying by definition,
Can't the
it's
oppressed
judging
oppress
someone
others?
based off their skin color, right? If you talk about like,
If you're not the oppressor, or if you're not the oppressed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying like by definition, being that means you're prejudging someone solely based off the color of skin and nothing else. So we can't do that. As
I
black
would
people?
say this. No, I personally don't think so. I think everybody can be prejudiced.
Yeah, of course you'd be prejudiced, but see,
I think
that's the thing. They change.
Hold on.
They change definitions.
I think what the problem is right now in this day and age, Ricky, I think that we blur the lines between people who are racist versus people who are prejudiced. Because what is the definition of cist?
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
I can tell you what it is right now.
It says prejudice against or antagonistic toward a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
That's the definition of cist?
Yes. And also there's the noun, that's an adjective.
Okay.
The noun, a person who is prejudiced against or antagonistic toward people on the basis.
Where are you getting that definition from?
What about cism?
Google.
What about
cism? No.
racism?
No, I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
Racism. This is getting out of hand.
It really is.
This is getting crazy.
When you first told me, like, I was like, what?
Cism is the idea and the mentality, right, of your race being more superior than other races. That's what the boiling of that is.
That is systematic. Like, all right. So you know the whole thing is, white person owns a company and they only hire white people. That is systematic racism where they're controlling it and But if a black person says something out of line or prejudice about a Asian person, just because they're both minorities doesn't mean that they're not being racist. They're saying a racist statement. It sounds so weird to say that, dog. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like when you say systematically where you're stopping people from going places and being hired, that's something you can't do as an oppressed person. Absolutely. But oppressed or not, you can judge someone based off how they look and be wrong or right. Am I?
Which is being prejudiced.
Yeah, but if it's with their skin color. That's where the ism comes in. I can be prejudiced against you based off your height. Oh, you're tall. You're probably great at basketball. That's prejudice. That's prejudice. But you can be.
It's ignorance. It's ignorance and not and having the lack of knowledge or just having a knowledge based upon your preconceived thought process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
now,
oh shit, you're black. Then you know what? You probably eat watermelon and drink. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
now, if anyone says that, that's cism. Correct or no?
Okay.
If anyone says that to a black person,
is that cism? Okay, this is good. Is that cism or being prejudiced?
No, I'm asking you.
I'm
all right, so the definition of cism, once again from Google.
Cism is a category of prejudice.
I understand that.
Okay.
I'm going to clarify.
Go ahead.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. That is cism. That is literally cism. That's why when they say, oh, black people can't be cis, no, they can. They can't be systematically cis. Because a black person can't say, I don't want to hire you because you're white. A white person can say that, and they've been doing it for years.
Bro, and that's how you know.
That's the difference. That's what I'm trying to say.
And that's how you know that we're in a fucking systematically fucking cism area.
Absolutely.
For the simple fact we can't even say the word.
Exactly. Point made. So the whole black people can't be cis, I don't believe that. We can't be systematically, but a black person can look at an Asian person and judge them being off Asian, and that's cism.
Like I'm really fucking triggered right now. Like, you mean it's like cism is a very, very nasty and very, very vile terminology that is a big, big problem that we have right
It
now.
shouldn't exist.
It shouldn't even fucking exist.
It shouldn't even exist. Yeah.
And for the simple notion that like we as people and we as a nation is supposed to actually bring cism up to its ugly head, but we can't even do that in the Googles and the YouTubes and the fucking airwaves and shit or the social medias, because when we do, it's flagged.
Yeah.
So whose side are they really fucking on?
Why you gotta ask?
I think I should.
You know whose side.
I mean, it's rhetorical, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like
this makes me not want to fucking like.
They
pod
never
right
wanted
now.
it. Like, all right, for instance, a great example. 3 days ago, 20-year anniversary of 9/11, right? Mm-hmm. People use the example. Holocaust, never forget. 9/11, never forget. Another American tragedy, never forget. But when it comes to slavery, y'all talk about it too much. You're triggered. You're letting the white people win. You're letting your past control you. It's always different
now,
with us.
Now it never even happened.
Yeah, it never.
That's the new line, but
Did you?
Yo, you know some people think that the Holocaust never happened.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's
No,
hella
I'm dead
disrespectful.
serious.
Yeah.
That is hella disrespectful, dog. I grew up with Jewish people.
Not saying that we believe in that shit. Please, for God's sake.
Yeah, please,
I
don't
have
mince
so
my
many
words.
Jewish clients.
I remember.
Please.
I remember going to the
no.
the Holocaust Museum as a field trip in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I was young. I didn't know everything about the Holocaust, but that shit still haunted me. Because just the gist of it. Like, if you, like, what's the Holocaust? Somebody gives you a brief summary, like, that is freaking crazy.
Back to the whole conversation of, oh, you should forget about slavery and, oh, it's over, it's old and all that stuff. That's very, very insensitive. But
Very insensitive.
But your man's Frederick Douglass has said, he's like, yo, one of the best ways to get over to get through something is to forget it. And he actually said that we should forget about slavery.
Okay.
Really think about it. I know it is just so cringeworthy. And
All right,
it's
if you're gonna forget about it, know about it. Learn about it at least. Not you specifically. I'm just
no, I
saying.
got it.
Learn about what
tell me learn
happened. Sorry?
no, nothing.
Learn about what happened, the details, how heinous and horrendous slavery was. And then when you experience that trauma, when you read all that, then you can give me the whole forget about it. But some people don't know shit about it. Some people don't want to know about it. All they know is that it was bad. I don't want to hear. I know my people are bad. I know my ancestors. Like, no, you're going to hear about this shit. And your children should know about it. And their children should know about it. Yeah. Same thing with, not to change the subject, Christopher Columbus and discovering America. Like, it's coming out now because all the information is out there. Back then, in 4th grade, you couldn't hop on Google and be like, did he really discover America? No, we had to listen to our teacher, whatever the fuck they said. I remember it wasn't my textbook. I saw a textbook that said slaves were workers. Like they were doing this. I
They were doing the deed.
They were indentured servants.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Indentured. You know what an indentured servant is? That's if I owe Marvel money, like, yo, I can't pay you back. Let me be your butler for a week. That's what it. Slavery is like, I don't care if you want to go. You're coming, and we're enslaving you.
Yeah, no matter what, guess what? You have.
I don't even have to explain the difference between.
No,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying?
No, definitely not.
But yeah, man, like
I don't even know how the fuck we got here to begin with, but
because we black. Put the camera on me again.
Tell them God block.
You goddamn right, man.
yeah, it's.
So if everybody's a cist, like, is it even worth holding a grudge against cism?
That was the original question. That was the original question.
There's different levels of cism, though.
Yeah.
Like okay, you want to talk about it? Let's just say this. All right, let's just say this. Let's have some fun. That black people are cisms, right? Even though I don't really believe that. Let's just say the reason that we are cism is we are a byproduct. Our cism is a byproduct of the core cisms
Of their cism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How does that make it? Does it make it better?
Does it make what better?
Like, if the only reason I beat up my girlfriend is because I seen my dad beat up his girlfriend, or my dad used to beat me up, like, does it make it better? That
No, it doesn't make it better, but it's politically expedient.
Okay, so
Yeah, you see what I did there.
The person who's in this on the receiving end of all this abuse, like they're no less of a victim because of it, and me as the perpetrator, I am no less of a perpetrator because of it. And I can't blame the person that came before me. I can't blame the person that brought it into my life and just hang my hat on that for the rest of my life. Like, oh, this is the way I am, so there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I can't do that. And
why can't you?
Because it's a lack of accountability.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is another issue that we have that we always need to. We don't necessarily put the blame and the onus on the people that need to put the blame and the onus, but like we always look at ourselves. Like, what can we do better as a nation? Why do we always look at the white man as always putting our necks, putting their feet on our necks? Like, I mean, we're born with. It's the same. It's the same conversation. It's like, oh, like why are black people like the most poor out of in almost all the races in the United States? It's like, no, it's like, yes, like we have a foot at the race, but we're starting like 10, 15 steps beforehand.
400 years before.
400 years. Okay, to be technical. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, definitely.
Tell them. Tell them God
so how can you not, like that right there, I feel like taking accountability is completely absolved.
See, you're conflating the actions of a group of people with the actions of each of those individuals.
Don't be using big words on me.
It's not the same thing. Individuals? It's not the
no,
same
whatever
thing.
The fuck you said.
Conflating. Conflating.
Yeah. The fuck is that?
It's not the same thing. So, like a herd of animals or a swarm of insects or a flock of birds, they have a distinct type of behavior that they carry out as a superorganism, as a group, as a collective. But on an individual level, they're all individually different from each other, and they're doing different things and thinking about different things and responding to different cues, and they're all living out their own lives. But when they live those lives together, the natural result is that as a group, they're going to shift in this direction. So the group, you can say that, okay, it's always going to be the originator's fault that the group is in this situation right now. But when you're speaking to the individuals in that group, like, hey, why don't you have a job? That you can still hold that person accountable.
Man, this is fucking tough. Because it also goes back to, I don't give a fuck if you're still in the hood. All you have to do is work hard and put your fucking
pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Of course, you're not going to think
like,
you're wrong.
Oh man, I have conversations with my friends.
I'm not being insensitive because, mind you, I've lived the experience.
Yeah.
Like I'm
But you understand that black people aren't a monolith.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So
y'all in these fucking big ass words, dog.
How could you
God
think you're
damn
right?
it! What is that? What did you just say?
Like we're not all the same.
And you understood that?
Of course. What do you mean?
Hey, I'm gonna need you to.
We Jamaican, bro.
Hey, Marvel, I'm gonna need you to turn your glasses.
Leave me alone.
Turn your glasses.
Yeah, like this is a side of
my intelligence comes from other places. Let's put it that way. Other than anyways.
Hey, you know, in TV
As soon
shows.
as I said my intelligence came straight, y'all just like looked at me like I was fucking like I had 3 heads on. Fuck all y'all niggas.
You know, in TV
fuck
shows,
you, and fuck, you know what, you're good. But no, fuck you for real. like
you know, in TV show when shit get awkward, nigga just jump out the window. That's what you stand with the butt like, I don't know what to do. But anyway, what you're saying, Trey. So you're agreeing with the whole tighten up your bootstraps and stop blaming the white man. That's what you're telling me? I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm really asking you.
So on a fundamental level, it is true.
Okay.
However, I am not insensitive. Like the way that these people are saying these things is so insensitive. Like you're not a person. Like you have zero baggage. Like you're not like this. Like this is going to be the same journey for you as it was for them, which is complete bullshit.
Absolutely.
And that goes to your how you navigate that journey on an inward level and outwardly. So yeah, I don't ascribe to that. Like, I definitely sympathize with people that are coming from a disadvantaged position for any reason. But at the end of the day, they're never going to get out of that disadvantaged position until they disadvantage themselves mentally, or they stop disadvantaging themselves mentally. And when you're talking about people that have a grievance, people that have been hurt, having justifiably acquired a grievance, like when you're right, sometimes that's the worst thing that you can be. Like some people, you can't let them be right because they will ride that wave until it leads to their own destruction. Like being a victim is empowering. And I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it doesn't put you in a more powerful position, but knowing that someone has wronged you and you can hold that above them, you can hold that over them, and you can also hide behind it. Like that's a very, very comforting thing in its own weird way. And we can get so comfortable as individuals and as a group that we have this thing to hide behind that we just end up staying in this position. Whereas if we felt like we had nothing to hide behind, we felt like we had no excuses, like we wouldn't still be here.
Okay.
And it's literally all in the mindset. And I'm not even saying that to be like a motivational poster. I'm just like, look at the outcomes of people that come here from other countries. Like people from racial groups that don't consider themselves African American. So people that migrate over from the Caribbean, people that migrate over from Africa, first of all, they don't carry that same baggage as people that have been born and raised in this country, or people that have generations going back all the way to slavery.
Yeah,
But some would say that even those people have not actually gotten or actually carried the burden as Black Americans have.
Yeah. Like my
the problem,
they haven't. What I'm saying is that experience has led them to a different place in their own minds.
Yeah.
So because their minds are unshackled, like they don't even notice the landmines that we see.
Yeah.
But that's the difference. That's why it would be a bit easier for them to, quote unquote, pull themselves up by their bootstraps because they never had to deal with that trauma in a way.
And also too, at the end of the day, a lot of these people they actually have somewhere else. They actually have somewhere else to go to. Like they have a backup plan. Like unfortunately, Black Americans, they have been their ties and their psychological their ties to Africa, Mama Africa, has been psychologically severed because of slavery.
Yeah.
Caribbean Americans, Indian Americans, every other Asian, like anybody else you can possibly think of. The biggest difference between them and us when it comes to Black Americans is that they have somewhere to go to, and they have a backup. They actually have someone that will actually talk their shit if America actually fucks them up. Be like, yo, hey, China or whatever, or like India, yo, listen, like.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
These motherfuckers right here,
I see what you're
like,
saying.
we'll back them up. But Black Americans, they don't have that. Like, it's just us. We're just here by ourselves. And that's the biggest problem right there. Like, which can go into a whole other conversation as well, too. Like, that's the reason why, like, why do you think there's so many other... What I'm saying is that another factor as well, too, is that a lot of Black Americans, they have been systematically denied access to wealth compared to other races, because they have wealth in their countries, because they can actually go back to their countries to actually get that wealth. Black Americans, they can't go back to Africa.
They don't have to go back to Africa. Like,
you mean figuratively?
So
or
where
literally?
where the fuck can they go, or where the fuck can they go back to?
They don't need to go back to anywhere. The same place, the same place that the wealth was generated for these immigrant individuals that are in fact trying to escape their countries because they understand how much better it is to be raised over here.
Land of opportunity.
Like they're running from those countries that you're claiming is their fallback plan. No, America was their fallback plan. So when they get here, And something else you mentioned, like, yeah, they're not in that place of trauma that a lot of native-born Americans now are. But all you're saying is that they have a different mindset, which just goes to show that it's not like it's not you can't base your outcomes just on like the environment that you're in. Like at some point, you are going to be the one that makes a difference.
Okay,
but even when you put my bad, dramatic.
No, you good.
But even when you put that statement out there, like, you know, mindsets, that can actually come from a place of like insensitivity as well too, because if everything was just about mindset, then a lot more people will fucking make it.
How you figure? A lot more people like who?
I'm saying a lot more people, like, it's like all in your mind. Like sometimes it's not necessarily, it's just all in your mind. It's really factors and really like hurdles and challenges and literal fucking blocks in the road that's getting them to actually getting to where they need to be. There's never
going to be a shortage of reasons why you didn't do the thing that you wanted to do. But there's only ever going to be one reason why you actually accomplished it, and that's because you decided to.
And also, the whole it's in your
I feel like we're trivializing this way too much.
I'm not trivializing it at all. I'm speaking as one of us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you. I hear you.
And I'm really well versed on this stuff just because of how I came up. Like I was raised by two Jamaicans, and I was one of the few black kids in my neighborhood and in my class and in my school, and I always knew somehow that my black American friends were coming from a different place than me. Just because of how, like, the things that they did and the things that I heard them say and the things that they were fearful of and the things that they permitted or refused to permit me to do, like, they clown me for being a smart kid.
Oh, same here. I went through that too.
And they clown me for being the Oreo.
Exactly, and that's coming from someplace. And I understood that as a kid, and I had to learn what that was, and I had to navigate that because I wanted to be on this side, wearing this jersey, but that team didn't want to accept me. And during the interim, I had to get comfortable on the other side, and I got a firsthand experience of what their mindset was and where that was coming from, and I got the same experience in the home. Like, so now I'm dealing with other black folks that aren't from here, and I'm getting a taste of their experience and what their mindset is all about. And then meanwhile, I'm growing up alongside and as one of the black Americans. So I understand all those perspectives. So I'm deeply empathetic with the struggle. I get it. And I'm not saying that it's not real, and I'm not saying that I don't feel for us as a people, because I do. No. All I'm saying is, if we had no one to blame and no one that we were waiting to save us, watch how that energy and watch how that focus gets diverted towards something else.
Yeah, I got you. And I appreciate your standpoint as well, too, because there's a lot of people that actually have standpoints like you do, or maybe even me, and like they just come from a complete stance of like just coonery.
I don't fuck with the coonery. Nah.
Like straight up, just, so it's just where they are not even adherent to what type of struggles they are, because it's like, oh, well, you know, I made it, so you know what, like, oh, you guys are just fucking lazy, you guys don't understand, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, fam, like,
you grew up with parents that made six figures each. Fuck out of here. You was straight regardless.
Yeah, like
I know so many people like
the token nigga.
Yeah,
like the token nigga that like
I got it from the gutter. You mean your mom's bank account? I'm not hating on you, but just be real. Like, don't act like niggas act.
No, I'm definitely hating. No, fuck that nigga. Because you know why? Because like they're the type of people that try to tell people stories without actually living it.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That's the fucking
Tell them.
blood clot.
Tell them blood clot.
Like,
oh,
fam.
I know. No, you don't. Actually, you don't know. I'm gonna tell you, and you may think you've experienced it. Like, That shit is so annoying. And like they glamorize that shit too. That's the worst part. They glamorize the hood and poverty and shit. Like people like, oh, I wish. No, you don't wish you came up like. I don't wish I came up like that.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing to brag about. Like that shit never made sense to me. Dog.
A lot of the
I told you that shit is a shield.
A lot of the black people that actually grew up like that, like they really think that the people that actually grew up in the hoods, like that was a choice,
Like a badge of
it
honor.
was a choice. Like no, they didn't really.
If I could start over,
what a
if
choice.
I could start over, I would wish that I grew up in West Pines, like the niggas I grew up around and shit I was taught and the person that made me into today. I'm grateful, 100% grateful. Shout out to y'all. But if I had a choice to not be broke and come up better, I'm gonna take that. Like they think it's a badge of honor. That shit is crazy to me. Yeah. Like you don't want this. This is. How can you think this is glamorous? I don't get it.
I mean, I get it.
Like it's a badge of honor if you started there and you rose above.
Yeah.
Yes,
but if you started there and you stayed there,
of course,
that's a choice, and that's weird.
He said that's weird.
It is.
No, hella weird, bro.
So, do you think slavery is a choice? I had to. I'm sorry.
That's a tough one.
No, slavery is not a choice, man. Kanye bugging. Whoever agreed with him bugging too. Ain't no choice. You try to run away, they kill you. You try to do anything, they kill you. They buck break you. They fuck up your family. It's like the shit we learned about slavery in school is not even the tip of the iceberg. I don't even know whatever the saying is above that. Like. Luckily, I mention this all the time. I had a radical teacher who taught outside of the curriculum, and I learned some shit I didn't learn from the books. But slavery was, abhorrent. Like, I can't even think of a word. Slavery was friggin' terrible. That's why when Kanye said that, I was like, a choice?
I'm gonna.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna save my thoughts until after the pod.
Sorry, I went off a little tangent.
It wasn't a real choice. I'll say that. Because if you gotta choose between, staring down the barrel of a gun and just taking a few whips, you probably gonna take the whips.
That's it. I don't want to do this, master. Blow. Next. You damn right you'll be deader free. 100% dead. I'm sorry. You will not be free, dog. I love the mentality, though. Like, oh, you'll rise up against master, be Django or some shit. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like that back then. And I'll probably be dead. This is solely based off shit I've read in history.
I'm not gonna divulge in this because we've been teetering on the cancel pole this whole entire episode.
That third rail, this whole episode.
Third rail. Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
We've been hopscotching on that shit fucking all goddamn day.
If I was a slave, I'm gonna make that a hashtag.
If I was a slave,
If I was a slave, I would have did this. So, man, Master would have shot you in your face in front of your wife and your kids. And then they would have had to pick cotton. Or do whatever the fuck. And Master probably would have fucked your wife, too.
Before he shot you in the face.
Exactly. Don't get out of my face with that dumb shit. I would have. All right. Super nigga. All right.
I don't know, man.
All right. I'm telling you, dog.
I can't speak
every other day.
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know.
Every other day I read some shit about slavery that I don't hate anyone. But it would give me a reason to hate white people, dog. I don't hate white people. I'm not that type of black person. But some of the shit you read is like, how can I not hate these people? How can I not dislike these people, dog? Well, those are my ancestors. Yeah, but you in a bloodline, nigga.
Oh, just like Joe Biden?
Fuck Joe Biden. I don't care about him. You heard what he said in the 90s? You heard this shit is on record. This shit is on video.
No, his ancestors were slave masters.
Oh, I know that. I know that. Mm-hmm. I know that. And now he's a president of the United States.
Yep.
But remember, he was the vice president to the first black president, so he's cool. Grandpa Joe, whatever the fuck they call him.
So people evolve.
Whatever.
People evolve.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. No, you're right. And you know what the evolution is? Prison. That's the new slavery. You're absolutely right, Trey. People do evolve.
So speaking of evolving and the IRS is fucking up every single fucking entrepreneur, y'all heard about Biden's administration having the IRS monitoring accounts when we have transactions that's over $600, right?
Oh, it's transactions.
I didn't hear that.
I read it wrong. I thought they said they monitor your bank account if you have over $600 in it. My bad. That's wild, though. That's even wilder. Damn.
Regardless of the fact.
What's the reason they gave?
Huh?
What's the reason? Did they give a reason?
Bro, auditing, bro. They're trying to audit.
Damn.
Trying to audit and they're trying to fucking.
They trying to get money. They're trying to stay in power. Like, that's what governments do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did say it wrong. So Biden's Treasury Department declares IRS will monitor transactions of all U.S. accounts over $600. So whatever transactions you got going on, they're gonna monitor it.
If it's over 600.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So
What do you mean?
Well,
what do you mean? Yeah.
I don't be spending like that, so.
the IRS don't got them.
You're gonna overpower the master? What are you gonna do? Like, yeah. You like
Tell
that?
them.
Huh? Okay.
Tell
Yeah,
them
continue,
God,
motherfucker. Go
I
ahead.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
I know.
appreciate how you brought it
Go
back.
ahead.
So I'm saying, yeah,
I got some too, dog.
Grab your bootstraps.
Yeah,
They
grab
don't-
your bootstraps. Yeah.
they don't got them type of resources. That's all I'm saying.
Who does not have those type of resources?
The IRS. They're
You are
they're
fucking
underfunded. They're
Big bugging. I'm sorry.
They're underfunded, and if they really had that type of resources, there'd be a lot more audits. All right, they don't audit nobody. They focus on people that are proven to be engaged in like criminal activity, or they're just like super flagrant with it. They got real bread.
So-
You do realize there was no fucking audits over the last 2 years because we're in a pandemic, right?
But it was the same thing before that, though. Like there's not a lot of audits.
I'm going to let Marvel take this because he's actually an entrepreneur. So
The percentage of people that
got no
actually get
horse in this
audited
race.
is so low in comparison to the wildouts.
Well, let's talk about this. Okay, so the people who actually do get audits, right, are actually the people who actually make a certain amount of money back in the day, right? Let's just say $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000, right? Like people who actually make money, correct? Mm-hmm. But now, with this sleepy fucking Joe is saying right now, is that he's going to be auditing everybody. So guess what? More audits are going to come out because it's going to be more for the land versus the smaller percentages.
you get it audited. You get it
Do you,
yeah.
do you have any idea how long an audit takes?
I don't.
And they're so backlogged with the existing audits, they couldn't audit everybody.
So do you feel like this is a scare tactic or something? You feel like they're
So
not
you think this is not going to happen?
I think it's messaging. I think that's all it is. It's messaging. But it's not going to come to fruition in the way that he's painting the
PayPal,
picture.
Venmo, and this is not a sponsored fucking shit, so you know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all niggas. PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, yeah, all of them are going to be under the microscope, the micro.
But you have to be an entrepreneur. They're not going to monitor regular dudes. Like
They didn't fine comb the or just filter the people as far as just entrepreneurs or self-made people. I think it's going to be everybody.
wow.
They're just.
But the most people who's going to be affected, I believe, is going to be people like me, like the entrepreneurs.
Yeah, because you make big transactions that all the time. Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be us. Like we're going to be the most affected by it, but I know everyone's not going to be affected by it. Like they say that they're going to monitor every account that's over this. No, they're not. Like every account over that amount might be fair game, but they're not going to come for you.
Yeah, like what you're saying about how they don't even audit the people right now and they're so backlogged. I'm like, dog. Like before, like they were also like just monitoring people who make transactions over $10,000. But now it's gonna be 600. Is like, where are you getting this manpower from?
Exactly. And when you find all,
or maybe it's automated. You never know. Maybe it's just computerized.
When you find all these niggas,
Snitches.
like, what court are you gonna put them in? Because they're gonna fight the audit. The audit by itself takes years.
Tell them
Takes
God, God.
years. And then now you want to clog up the court system?
Damn, that's a good point.
Like they already don't have enough room for us. In air quotes. Because I ain't getting no audit.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys need any financial support or financial advice, go to my man Trigger Trey over here.
Trigger
He knows
Trey.
everything.
Trade dollars.
They're
Trade dollar signs.
He'll get you out of PPP.
like this game,
He'll get
bro.
you out of-
This money game it's all a bunch of paper gangsters. All right, and if you know how the rules are set up, and you understand that like certain tactics are going to be used because they can't pull up on you and punch you in the face, so they have to say things like, "Oh, we're going to monitor every account over $600, and if you're found guilty of such and such a transaction, you could face $50,000 fine and up to 20 years in prison." Like, yeah, they're going to say that stuff to get the reaction that they're looking for, but
Which is this.
which is us like,
Which is us potting about it.
Yep.
that's the
I get
reaction.
it.
they're
I get
getting.
it. I mean, hopefully, listen, I hope you're right because niggas can't afford that shit.
It's just not plausible. Like, how?
Clearly.
That's like
It's not
No more
realistic.
Balenciaga slots for you, nigga.
right. Better hold on to them shits, boy.
The fuck, man? I am never losing my AirPods again. Like, nah, this is just
Going back
crazy.
to wired headphones.
All right, so this pod's been actually interesting because we've completely just disregarded what we were going to actually talk about,
yeah.
as we always do, but it's fine.
Go sports.
Yeah, for real. Trey's like, if we ever talk about another sports take again, I swear to fucking God. All right.
Saw that vein in his head. Like, shut up.
Okay, I can table what I was going to talk about with the whole social media fasting because I'm still gonna social media fast until.
Oh, I haven't.
That's good stuff, though.
I deactivated my Facebook probably like going on 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Still haven't been on.
Oh, I had to do that.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I feel like we potting about it right now, though.
Pardon by what?
About what?
The thing we're not supposed to be potting about.
About a thing about like we're not supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh fuck me.
We talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that much time. And it's funny too because the other topic we could probably talk about next week as well. Have you ever had two clients that you were serving beefing with each other?
I actually want to hear y'all stories on that. That sounds very interesting.
Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, it's interesting. It has happened.
Yeah, save that for next week.
We'll save it for
That's
next
gonna
week.
be a good
All right,
one.
we'll save it for next week. Okay, good. So we'll table that then. All right. Even though I fucking live here. Oh, I got a place.
Hey!
Yeah. Oh, you knew that already. Fuck you.
Wow!
We can't celebrate.
No,
Happy for my dog.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Find a new place.
When do you move in?
The 30th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing something that day.
Yeah, so.
Just in case we ask you to help you move.
No. Oh,
I'm fucking with
no,
you.
that's my thing too. Like, I actually do not like ever expect any of my peoples to help me move because I'm not gonna help you move. so
That's fair.
No,
That is
like
fair.
it's one thing. I will give the shirt off my fucking back. I'll give the last fucking crumb. I'll do whatever I need to do, but don't ask me. Do not ask me to fucking help you move. Don't do it because I'm not gonna do it. I'll give you money.
Yo,
I'll give
I would
give
rather
you money
pay for
fucking
movers. I would rather
absolutely.
pay for movers.
I would rather pay for fucking professionals. I might fuck up your shit.
I'm not a manual labor type of nigga.
No, not at all. I hate dog. I've been through some I've been through some nasty ass moves. Like just like just egregious moves to the point where
Yeah.
like
Like, I'm about to live in this U-Haul truck. Fuck it. I don't want to do none of this.
no,
Yeah.
I've been through some grueling moving processes before.
Yeah.
And that is
And especially worse when you switch in counties, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There's this, the distance, I guess.
I feel you.
However,
Yeah.
congrats.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. Are we guys good?
Yeah.
We're fine. Real quick, actually. Next week, Sunday, who you got any predictions? Who's gonna win? Do you know who's gonna play?
Oh, it's a few games.
Yeah. Do that real quick before I find my outro.
All right.
How do y'all retain all this information on sports? Like, that's crazy.
It's from childhood and it's
There's
just
no
from
retention.
childhood
There's
and-
no retention. He's looking on his phone. He's looking on his phone. There's no retention.
So first game is
Like, What are we doing?
No, he was talking about the discussion we was having earlier.
Yeah, you pulled out a stat like, oh, the last time you played was this game in this season. I'm like, what?
Yo,
it's second nature.
duh, it's the same thing as like the knowledge that you have when it comes to producing and like, building fucking blocks and shit and stems.
That's different.
How is that different?
Because you're talking about memorization. I'm not memorizing this stuff. Like, this is just something I navigate.
There's no line of memorization when it comes to like building music.
So what you're talking about is, I've been living in this house for 10 years, and I could close my eyes and tell you exactly where to find everything and how many steps to take and blah, blah, blah.
I take that to the fence because I'm moving here in 2 weeks, so do not bring that up.
Okay. I apologize. I apologize.
Sensitive ass nigga. Like,
Triggered.
But that's the equivalent of being an expert in something.
okay, got it.
But what you're talking about is memorizing everybody's house.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Every house you ever been in.
yeah.
That's wild.
It's pretty impressive.
It is impressive.
So,
Go
as
ahead.
I was saying,
Real quick, like the first 4 or 5 games that you're actually interested in, and we'll get out of here.
now I'm interested. Of course, the Cowboys game. We play the Chargers.
Lord have mercy.
I think we're gonna win. Another big game is the Chiefs and the Ravens.
I got Chiefs.
Yeah, slightly
At Chiefs or at Ravens?
at the Ravens. It's in Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson actually had a really good game last time.
Outside of the last play.
Outside of the last play.
Oof.
No, we can talk about it later.
Woof.
That might be a toss-up.
Another good game would probably be
Dolphins?
and the Bills.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
calling a tie.
It's at Dolphins.
Yeah, it's in Miami.
So I may have.
I'm calling a tie.
I may have Miami off of that win that they had versus the Patriots.
I don't think I've ever predicted a tie. I'm going to predict a tie.
That's petty.
And the last interesting game, probably Titans and Seahawks at Seattle.
I got at Seattle. I'll say Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Derrick Henry might go smack off, so. Yeah.
That's just crazy. All right.
Sorry, Trey. No more sports talk. It's
No
over.
more sports.
You can breathe again.
I'm in awe. Like, I'm just sitting back like, yo, how is this possible? My mind is blown.
No, I from the outside looking in, I can understand.
Like, y'all know which team is better than which team and why. You know who's playing for them on those big-ass rosters. You know who the coach is. You know what the stadiums and the fans are like.
We know what the people are eating in the stands.
And you know how they did last week. And you know who got smacked during the game.
Yep.
In the stands.
It's just crazy. All right, let's get out of here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching the Really Cool Gents podcast. As always, it's been dope. Pretty interesting conversation we had today. Welcome back, Jormatic. Appreciate you. We are back live. Oh, I thought you dropped your phone again. I was about to say. Anyways, stay cool.
Tell them God clap.
Really cool gents, baby.